welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I am finally going to be making ramen. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yes, I don't know if I like ramen or not because I've never had it, not even once. I'm allergic to gluten, and most ramen noodles are made with wheat flour. So, I finally found some that are made millet and brown rice ramen. So this is made out of rice and I can eat it. So finally, I am going to be making some nice rice ramen. Now this, I don't think it has any flavoring. So I did me a bunch of research on how to make ramen because, well, I've never had it before, so how am I going to know what it needs or not? So I looked up a bunch of recipes and kind of cross-referenced them with the ingredients that I have in my house. So I'm making my own version of some nice ramen. So this is what I'm using personally. What you just want to do first is just get some water boiling. You're going to make these into normal ramen, and you're going to make your ramen sauce and sides, everything you're going to have with your noodles separately first. So let me get some pot. Let me get some pot. That's not what I meant, guys. So let me get a pot out. So this actually has quite a little bit in it, but I'm not going to be making all this. I'm just going to be making one little portion. Although, I'm totally down to try other new, different ramen recipes. So if this is something interesting that y'all like to see, let me know. Okay, this is one thing of noodles, I guess. Yeah. I mean, this whole thing isn't... Yeah. Okay, let me just go put this in a Ziploc bag. I got a bag too small. I got one too big. No, it would be one like the Goldilocks and the Three Bears type of situation, but I actually only have two sizes, so you'll have to make it. You can be too big, it's alright. I don't know why I put this in here, because that doesn't go in there yet. I'm just gonna put that on top of there. First, you need to actually boil two little pieces that fell. Oops. Okay, let me get some water in here to boil. So I put that on this back burner. I put that back burner onto high. And now we just want to wait for it to get boiling. And then we're going to throw this in there for 7 minutes. So now that we have that on the thing starting to get hot. It doesn't really need to be on the big burner though, since that's actually a small pot. So let me turn it to where it's still on high, but for the small burner. So now we can get... Oh, thank goodness I didn't wash this cutting board yet, because we just have to cut 1 clove of garlic. Usually I would use a little more, maybe around 2 or 3 cloves. But I actually had 2, but the other one went bad. So I'm gonna make sure, hopefully this one is good. It doesn't look bad on the outside. Let's just check that inside. So I also am gonna be using some garlic powder in a little minute, but it's still good. Let me use my last clove, especially before it goes bad. If the other one did, this one still looks pretty good though. Yeah, I'll use you up. Perf. Look at that pristine garlic, thank goodness. Alright, so let me just chop this whole thing up, mince into tiny, tiny little bits. And in a second, I'm going to be getting a pot. Wait. A pot, probably. To start mixing, this. Okay, this has finally started boiling, and now I get to throw these noodles right on in there. Now, I'm pretty sure I reduced the heat, like every noodle ever. Let me, make sure, though. To boiling water. You add it to boiling water, but, oh. Okay, I'm glad I looked, because you only reduce heat after 3 minutes. So that's very interesting. Okay, Alexa, set a timer for 3 minutes. And then
3 minutes, starting now.
And then we, separate them with a fork and reduce the heat. So I'm, very surprised. I guess there is some noodles that make you keep it on boiling, but, so yeah, look at me go. Okay, this garlic is pretty much chopped. I just had to take a break chopping it, but I think it's pretty good. Yeah, wait 1 sec. 3 more, come on. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, that's some good, yummy, chopped garlic. Now, I actually get my other pan. I don't know where my small pot went, so that's humongous. This is too big of a pan. There we go. That'll be better. Yell at me if using a pan is that bad. I think it'll be fine. Here, we're gonna get that heating up on this side. Alexa, you have a timer going, don't you? Alexa, are you here? you have a timer going?
I'm here. I listen once I hear the wake word.
Alexa, do you have a timer going?
You have 1 minute left on your 3-minute timer.
Thank you. I thought so. I did think so. We need 2 tablespoons of butter. Bing, bang. You might need a little more or a little less depending on if your pan, if it's going to get super, super hot. But I think that this burner doesn't get quite as hot as that one. I think it'll be fine. And I'm already going to turn it down. It doesn't need to be quite that hot. I'm just getting it heated to put the butter, to get this butter to start melting. Here you go, butter. Here you go, butter. Okay. Boom. Bop. There we go. Now, ramen. Alexa, stop the timer. Now I need to get my fork out and start separating these things, and I need to reduce that heat. Here you go. Yeah, I'm putting you on. I'm gonna turn it all the way off. It actually said to put it on a Whoa! It wasn't lying about needing to separate these, because look, it's like a block. It's still block form. Can you? So I'm getting to separating, and I'm letting the butter over there melt. Let me get a little spatula for that butter too. I'm trying to make instant ramen cups. Are those more like a soup, guys? I don't know, but I know that I definitely have to drain these before putting it into that pan. Otherwise, I would have definitely used a pot and not a pan. That wouldn't have made any sense. And these are getting pretty dang separated, if I do say so myself. I'm still just waiting for that butter to melt, and then I'm going to throw my garlic up in there. Oh yeah, that's good. Get my garlic and throw it all onto this lovely pan. Boom, 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 boom. Heck yeah. Get those aromatics started. Mmm. And I'm just going to finish separating these. Smells so good. Okay, now that that's getting a tiny bit browned, that's good. You just want to just get a little tiny bit browned. It really only needs to cook for about a minute. Then you're going to put soy sauce. Boom. I'd say around a tablespoonish. Although it's not baking, you can eyeball it. I put this much. That was way too high up. Do it from lower down. I don't know what I was thinking, but that much. Oh my gosh. Sorry, y'all. That actually scared me. I can turn this down a little too. A little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of honey. Now, instead of honey, it might be a little bit better if you use brown sugar, but honey's really good for allergies, and it's just like a little bit healthier in general, so that's what I'm going to use. A little bit of honey. I'd say a tiny bit more honey than you put soy sauce. Sugar? Maybe a tiny bit less, but you can also look it up. Or just taste it. Go for a little bit less, taste it. You can see it, because you can always add more. You can't take away. Honey, I love honey. Okay, that's good. Alexa, stop the timer. Ew, it was like all on the outside of the bottle. My hands are like covered in honey now. This is disgusting. A tiny bit more garlic powder because I just didn't have quite enough garlic. A little bit of that. Boom. Some red yummy pepper flakes. You know this is one of my main 5 seasonings, but also it's just, I think most ramen recipes use it. The ones I was looking at least. Look at this sauce coming along. Turn the heat down a little more. You don't want it to get burnt. Oh wait, these are done. Okay, but it's good that I gave them a little bit longer because I actually did turn it down like all the way when I wasn't supposed to turn it down quite all the way. Yeah, they're fine. I wish I had a strainer, but I don't, so I'm literally gonna like pick it up and put it into here in a minute. I guess with my fork. I guess so. Oh yes. Also put a tiny bit of sesame seed oil. Honestly, not a lot used it well. If a lot of the ones that had a ton of ingredients. If they were using a ton of ingredients, then they had this. If they weren't, then they didn't. And a little bit of Italian seasoning. Or everything seasoning, I think, has a little bit more. But Italian will be fine too. And obviously a tiny bit of pepper. Boom! Alright, now give that a nice stir. Okay, now that this is done, you're going to put all your noodles in here. just straight up. So let me get my noodles. I think that's a little too hot. Oh no. Why are you so hot, boy? The burner was on 2 for the last while. It'll be fine. Are you getting burnt? I'm really scared. I'm really scared, guys. I've never made ramen before. I think I'm gonna mess it up. Okay, I'm pouring all the water out. It is too hard. Okay, there you go, noodles. This thing, you can go over here. Now, these, I'm just going to mix it all together with the sauce until the noodles fully have ate up all the sauce. When you see no more sauce, that's how you know you're good. I don't think that it got burnt yet. I think it would have gotten burnt if I kept it on that burner, that burner that's on 3. That looks good, right? I mean, it does a little darker than normal ramen, but you're not quite done. Now you're gonna push all your noodles to the side, which you actually need this part to be kind of hot again, because you're going to be making eggs. Do I need to put more butter in there? Why do I feel like I need some more oil, but it said it apparently has oil, apparently doesn't need it. Now this is actually weird. It says to just crack the eggs into the side of there and just start scrambling it from there. Like scramble it in the pan, which, you know me, I'm always gonna be down for less dishes. So that makes me pretty happy. Oh yeah, I heated up the pan. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. Egg 1. Yup. Egg 2. Okay, throw this away really quick. And then quickly I took it off of the burner a little because I was scared it was all going to get cooked. But there we go. Now scramble, 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 scramble in the pan. Scramble, 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 scramble as you can. Or maybe if you can, as you can. Does that make sense? I don't know. Yeah, it does. As you can. Just not a phrase you hear often, that's for sure. Now, instead of doing this, or on top of, at the end, you could get a nice hard-boiled egg and just put it on top. Now, I actually was going to do that because I thought that we had hard-boiled eggs, but the rest of them got ate up yesterday. So I wasn't going to boil more eggs. I feel like this one's going to be just fine. Keep it towards one side. Don't mix it all up because you don't want to accidentally not see some egg and then it end up not being all the way cooked. Raw egg, ugh. Some Japanese dishes definitely use raw eggs, but the eggs over here from America, don't eat them raw. Do not eat raw eggs over here. They're not, unless maybe if they're farm raised or something, but I mean at your farm. Or pasture raised. I don't know, but I just know the eggs over here are much worse quality. So I don't know if it's really that great to do that. Now that your egg is fully cooked, you can mix it all together. That looks good. I can turn my burner off now because we're pretty much done. Ate up the pour into the bowl too. Did you see that? That was magnificent. Oh, okay, I got one tiny piece on the cutting board right at the end. But other than that, that was good. I didn't even use that. Where did my thing go? Oh. Okay, I will actually use one of these just to the last time a little bit though. Okay. Look at that nice ramen. I haven't even tasted it yet. Or maybe I have gum in my mouth. At least it wasn't really flavored because I've actually been chewing that. What time is it? I've been chewing that gum all day. It's 7. I think I started chewing it at 1:30. So yeah, okay. Cheers. It actually kept its flavor really, really well because it still was barely minty. Well, it wasn't minty, but my mouth feels barely, but not to where this will be bad. That's good. It's a tiny bit spicier than I thought because I didn't put that many red pepper things, but I guess maybe I did. It's good. I'm going to personally top mine since this seems a little bit unhealthy. Okay, I got scared for a second because I thought I didn't have sorry, I almost fell back. But I thought that I didn't have my amazing bean sprouts, but I do. That's just gonna make me feel a little bit better. Oh yeah. Delish. Okay, let's go in for it. Cheers. Wait, with a little bean spout? That is good. Yeah, that is good. With the bean spout especially. So originally it does taste like it'd be high in sodium or something. It tastes like it'd be not all that great for you. But, I mean, yeah, it just has like, even with adding a couple bean sprouts isn't going to actually make the rest of it better for you. But bean sprouts are good. But, it really evens it out. Like the little freshness of in this crunch just makes it so good. Like in some dishes, these are like barely bitterish. I don't know if that's right. Yeah, it is. It's a little bit bitter. And it really makes it a lot worse, but the contrast with this makes it delicious. So I'm going to give this dish. It was really easy and it's pretty good. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I think this took me like 20 minutes and I was like doing other stuff. So yeah, I mean, doing other stuff, like, when my sister came in for a minute. And I wasn't doing that much different stuff, but, like, I could if I wanted to. It's on a boil most of the time. I mean, the point is, most of the time was just it boiling. So this is super easy, and it's still really good. So I'm going to give it a good 9 out of 10. I hope y'all enjoyed. Thank you for watching. This is my first time having any ramen. I like it. Ramen's good. Thumbs up. You should totally give me a thumbs up below this video. So you give thumbs ups. I just like that. That's just too perfect. And you could drop like a little subscribe because I'd say I'm kind of cool. We could be cool together, you know. Be awesome. Okay, I have greater videos over here. You should watch them.